Here we go, timcast.com. Rep. Jamal Bowman condemns use of Nazi in memo issued to Democrats by his office, saying it is important to specify the term Nazi to refer to members of the Nazi Party and neo-Nazis. And then, here's a tweet from John Levine. Rep. Jamal Bowman says Michael Knowles is a Nazi hell-bent on keeping only white men alive and in power. We cannot allow him and others to push their evil agenda, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. We can sit here and sing the praises of Matt Gaetz or Dr. Ron Paul when he was in office. And this is what Democrats have to offer, I suppose.
For the record, Michael Knowles is a Christian Republican, not a Nazi. He doesn't serve the Nazi party.
And I'm pretty sure his wife's Jewish. But all of that aside, these people are horrible. Nothing's going to happen to Bowman. He has Democrat privilege. You can do whatever you want. You can pull fire alarms. You can be racist. You can, right before we started, there was the Ilhan Omar story about giving illegals IDs. It's like they can do anything and they get more power. That's how they operate, and they protect their own much better than Republicans do. But this guy's a buffoon. You guys, I'm sure you covered the video of him screaming at Massey in the hallway
of course.
A couple months ago. This guy is just, he's the worst of the worst, but he's exactly what the future of the Democrat Party is.
He changed his story from, I thought it would open the door when I pulled the fire alarm to, I was in a rush, I had to vote. So I pulled the fire alarm. He changed his story very recently.
He's saying that the door is right. The door is normally open. He was in a rush, and when he got to the door and saw that it was closed, he thought, I have to get to the Capitol building, and if I pull the fire alarm, it'll open the door so I can get through.
My question
despite the fact there's a sign on the door explaining how to open it.
Is it now okay for congressmen to pull fire alarms when they're in a rush? Because that's the precedent this will set if he doesn't get arrested.
Well, I disagree. The excuse he's making is, I thought it opened the door. So it won't set precedent, but he should be arrested.
Ian, you should go to the Capitol right now and go into that same building, that same location, and you should test out your theory, being I just need to leave here and then see what happens to you, because you could say you made a coinkydink.
But that's actually a really interesting point. Yeah. What if someone goes in there and says the exact same...
Republican, though.
No, I'm just mean literally anybody. I mean, you will get arrested.
Yeah.
You pull the they're going to arrest you, and they're going to give you all the insane BS. You know, disrupting an official proceeding or whatever.
The Democrats really don't like that one. And how much government resources and time are you wasting? MTG released a very interesting video showing how what this Congress member was saying was an absolute lie. But I think the Babylon Bee definitely takes the cake here, as they wrote an article that was titled, Democrats propose a $12 billion study to determine what strange red handle thingy with fire alarm on it does. And they really just nailed this entire situation very well, more than any other news organization out there, as of course there's so many lies by the Democrats. There's lies by the Republicans too, but all of them are just full of crap, and he should be held responsible for what he did.
Doesn't this just seem to you like this is the next step of where the Democrats are obviously going, pulling fire alarms? Like, you've got John Fetterman in his hoodie, and they changed the rules so he can wear shorts and a hoodie.
But they changed it back, didn't they?
Did they change it back?
Yeah.
If they did, I was away for a couple of days. I might have missed one. So they actually changed it back?
Yeah, people were pissed off about that one.
Well, I have not heard that. I'm completely amazed by that. But he will figure out a way around it.
Oh, yeah.
But just the basic idea that every norm that we have, everybody that is respectful and decent and competent will eventually be purged, and you will just get a bunch of people that pull fire alarms and tell you that they don't know what they're doing. And a lot of people will be like, oh, I guess he didn't know what he was doing.
You know what it is all that is required of evil to triumph is that good men do nothing.